Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and today I'm going to do another little throwback Thursday. Not using a palette, but I'm kind of channeling my inner teenage self. So I'm going to be doing my makeup how I used to do it when I was in high school. So if that sounds interesting to you, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different because I have been doing like some of these throwback Thursday videos. And no, I have not been consistent, but I'm over here trying my damnedest, okay? But since today was the day that my kids started school, I thought it'd be fun to do a little throwback on how I did my makeup in high school. Now, I didn't go out and buy the products and stuff, but I have some products that, well, I have the foundation, but like, I'm not gonna go spend all this money to have the exact same products, but I'm gonna kind of like do similar stuff in how I did my makeup in high school. I also went ahead and put on a shirt that I've had since high school, because your girl used to shop at Hot Topic. So I have like a My Chemical Romance 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge shirt on. And when I was in high school, my hair was red. So I figured it'd be kind of like a cute little throwback. And you can kind of roast what I did. Now, it's not gonna be like perfectly how I did my high school makeup because I still have to go somewhere after this, okay? So I was not gonna do my eyebrows the way that I did my eyebrows back then because back then, I would buy like the red L'Oreal mascara and comb it through my brows, okay? Now, I did my brows today how I usually would do my brows because I have to go out in public. So I don't wanna look like a total weirdo psycho outside because if I go outside doing exactly what I did, I'd look like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, okay? And I'm sure Keegan would be like, what have you done to your face? Because he'd be like embarrassed for me and I'd be embarrassed for myself as well. Now, I graduated in 2012 and I'm gonna tell you my age right now and I am 31 years old. So this was a long time ago. But I'm gonna start with moisturizer. I did not prime my face. I don't even remember if they had primers. I don't even know if I knew what a fucking primer was back in the era I was in high school. But I am gonna go ahead and put moisturizer on my face because I think this foundation is very drying, that I can remember. So I just wanna kind of prep beforehand because I'm not about to fuck up my skin for this either. So in high school, I actually was like in band and in color guard. So I would definitely wear more makeup when I was like performing because I also did like winter guard. But I basically in high school was a little emo kid, y'all. I'm sure you figured that one out. So I shopped at Hot Topic. I wore my skinny jeans. I wore my Vans and my band t-shirts. But I never did the like my hair was red. I dyed my hair red back then. And it was like sometimes it'd be this color, sometimes it'd be like orange. And I am going to show you a picture, one of the pictures I could find. I could not find many pictures of me from that time frame. I'm sure if I texted my mom, she'd have a few, but I will show you what I have. So I also used to wear glasses. Like I have contacts in now. I mean, technically I still wear glasses, but I will definitely be putting my current glasses on top of this look to kind of go with what it used to be. But it's also like not super complicated because I didn't wear eyeshadow. And I also wasn't like that emo kid who had like where I like teased my hair and had big bangs. I just like kind of straightened everything, threw a beanie on and did that thing where you go like this all the time. So what a time to be alive. So I also have my beanie for when I complete my look. Now I went ahead and put that moisturizer on to prep because in high school, where are you? I used the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. And I actually bought this maybe like a year ago wanting to use it. And this is like the perfect opportunity to use it and see how it really does perform. This is what I got. So I'm pretty sure I would use my fingers. I am a grown adult now. I'm not gonna be using my fingers because I don't want all that foundation under my nails. So I'm gonna see how this applies with a brush. If it doesn't go well, we'll switch to the fingers. But it is a chunky consistency. I cannot believe this is what I used to wear. I mean, I've seen all the memes of the Dream Matte Mousse, and I guess that was part of me. Hey, at least it's a nice match. It is like a chunky foundation. I feel like this is going to totally clog my pores. I don't know why everyone gives this foundation crap. Watch, I've discovered a new favorite. It's the Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. It's kind of wild, but it's actually really nice. And it looks like, now like my face when I did my makeup was like matte, matte, matte. So I think this is a matte. Oh yeah, Dream Matte Mousse stuff. It is going to be matte. So, I mean, it gets worse because I'm about to powder the shit down too. But this surprisingly is not too bad. Let's see what would happen if I apply it with my fingers. Okay, if I use my fingers, I do get better coverage, but I don't need a full coverage foundation. Just same in high school, because I would put all of this makeup on my face, right? I had great skin in high school. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, because I didn't really get acne until after I had children. So like I see myself, like I remember putting all this foundation. I've seen pictures of myself. I'm like, why did I put so much foundation on my face? I didn't need to do that. Like I got adult acne. I didn't have acne as a teenager. But you'll see, because I powdered this fucking bad boy down with a powdered foundation. Because in my teenage head, I thought that I needed all this coverage on my face when that wasn't even the case. But I also kind of get to live my little emo heart out tomorrow. Now, I know the band I'm seeing tomorrow is not, like, I'm pretty sure they didn't form until, like, way after I graduated high school, but he was in a band that I did listen to. I'm actually going to see Falling in Reverse tomorrow night, which I'm super excited about. When you're watching this, I'm actually seeing Falling in Reverse like today, because it's gonna be on Thursday. But so I kind of having a little emo reminiscence here in my My Chemical Romance t-shirt, getting to go to a Screamo concert, which I haven't done. Well, I haven't gone to a Screamo concert until, I think it's been about a year, because I saw Alisana last August at a bar in, like, South Houston. So, like a little rock bar. I saw Alisana. And Falling Reverse is actually at a, like, stadium. Like, it's at the Woodlands Pavilion, so it's not like a bar concert. Okay, I'm, like, thoroughly impressed with this foundation. I'm gonna start using this more often. It like has, like, I also just got really lucky that I bought the perfect shade, but it doesn't look bad on my skin at all. And it could be because I put the moisturizer underneath, because I knew it was gonna be kind of drying on the face. It looks a little drying on the face, but I don't feel like it's drying on my face. Like it doesn't really look like cakey either. Okay, so I wouldn't put concealer on because I didn't know any better. But I am going to put concealer on today because I am no longer 16, I am 31. And I need a little bit of concealer in my inner corner. So I'm going to put a little bit of this ColourPop one in there just to add a little brightness. Like I said, it's like my high school makeup, but it's going to be, you know, not exactly the same. But like back in high school, like I did not... Like, I would put makeup on, but I was also the kind of person, I still am the kind of person, that if I don't have to wake up early, I'm not doing it. So I wouldn't, like, get up balls early to put on a full face of makeup for school. I would do it, but, like, I'd do half of this on the way to school. Like, when my mom used to drive me, and then when I had a car, I'd do it in the car in the parking lot. I also had to get to school early for, like, I remember for band and for guard, and... I know, like, a lot of people reminiscent on their high school years. I do not. I did not like it. I did not like people. I did not like my experience in high school. Which probably is why I am a sassy, angry little fucker now. Now I'm going to powder this down. I did not contour. Okay, I'm pretty sure, like, the contouring phase was, like, 2015, 2016. And at that point, I was pregnant. We didn't contour. At least I did not contour. But I remember, and I got most of my makeup from the drugstore. I do not have a drugstore powder foundation, so I'm just going to use this one from KVD. This is like the Locket. I'm going to use this. This is how I would set my face, was adding more foundation. Not that I don't think this foundation needs any setting at all. It's like pretty dry on the face, and it's like not really transferring. It doesn't feel sticky. But in my head, back in the day, I felt like it needed more. So I wouldn't have blush. I wouldn't have bronzer. I wouldn't have highlighter. I would literally just have like this very matte, colorless face. Like this was kind of it. I would do my eyes. Now, wasn't really wearing eyeshadow. To be honest, I was just drawing on some thick ass eyeliner. And that's what I'm going to do. And that's like actually one thing that's really never changed in my makeup routine. All of these years, I still, every time I have my makeup on, I have a wing on. Like it is still what I do to this day. It's what I was doing in high school. And then I would use a black liner in my waterline. Actually in high school it was like below the waterline too. But I was just like, just black and darkness. So that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my current eyeliner. I take my current eyeliner one. I can't remember what I used. I felt like I had like a pot of eyeliner and like a little brush. And that could have been from like maybe CoverGirl or something like that. I don't remember, but it would have been very similar to maybe, I guess I could use that. I'm actually gonna use that. It would have been similar to like these matte gel eyeliners. I remember having like a little pot. So I will be using this and a brush because that's kind of what I used, but it was something from the drugstore. Maybe it was Maybelline as well. I can't remember. But I would take it and I would draw on like this big wing. I looked it up. I used the Maybelline like tattoo eyeliner, whatever it's called, but it was like the same concept. You got like a little pot of gel eyeliner and then you had a little brush. Now I've become bougie over the years. I can't remember the last time I bought an eyeliner that actually came with the brush. No, like everything's separate now and everything is not like $4.99. But I would put on like this bigger dramatic wing. And then to be more dramatic, I would take a black liner for my waterline. Now, I can't even remember what ones I was buying at the time. It was probably like Wet n Wild Maybelline. It was drugstore. This one though is from Pat McGrath because your girl is bougie now. But also, this is my favorite kohl liner. I don't have any other one. I don't know what I'm gonna do when this runs out because this is, I don't think this is a core product from Pat McGrath. This is like the Bridgerton collab. Who knows? But I would put this all in my waterline and then I would also put it like under my eye because you know, emo. Because that also was kind of like what the vibe was. I like to make my eyes look basically non-existent. And so I'm just smudging out that liner on my bottom lash. And I didn't wear eyeshadow. Like this is what I had going on. I literally look like a crazy person. It's just a lot going on. And I know I always have a wing on, but not like this big. I had dramatic wings when I was in high school. So, and then obviously I would not skip the mascara. Now, I'm pretty sure the mascara I was using was from Maybelline because they had like the Colossal Lash, like the fun, like the one in the yellow packaging. They had one in like a pink packaging. Those were the mascaras I used. I don't have anything like that now. So I'm just gonna use my Melt Supernatural mascara. So for my lips, I would wear those baby balms and those baby balms from Maybelline. Apparently I bought a lot of Maybelline back in high school, but it was like, they were just like clear balms in different color packaging. There was nothing great about them. I bet everyone felt the need, myself included, to collect all of these baby balms from Maybelline. Now I could just put a balm on and call it a day, but I'm going to update my emo look, okay? I'm going to take a vampy lip liner. So this one is from Kylie Cosmetics. It's in the shade Holly Berry. I think this might be the shade I want to use. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna kind of go old school, but not like super old school. Where's my MAC ones? Ooh, I'm gonna use black. So I'm going to use this black one from a brand I don't purchase from. And I'm going to line my lips real quickly. All right, I'm gonna blend my lip liner out. I might have to do a couple layers to keep the black and like the darkness of this, because as I blend this liner out, it's gonna fade a bit. All right, so I've smudged out my lip liner. I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these MAC Squirt plumping sticks. I can't remember what they're called. I love these things though. Yeah, it's the Squirt plumping sticks. This one is in the shade Jet, so it's the black one. And I'm going to use it for my glossy lips, but also I do love a cooling lip plumper. And these are cooling. Like, I don't know why you would go through all of the trouble to use a like hot, spicy lip plumper nowadays when you can just buy the cooling ones. Because it still plumps your lips. They're just way more comfortable. So this is like my final look, but let me pop my glasses on so y'all can get the full effect. Because I had like those big Ray-Ban glasses, like for prescription. And I still do big ass prescription glasses. So I guess some things just really never change. Okay, so this is my final look. This is what I look like, or kind of like how I did my makeup and what I appeared like when I was in high school, okay? My big glasses, the heavy wing. Now, obviously I told you guys the lip, like I would just use a balm. But if I was going to kind of like keep up with it, this is the lip that I would have used in high school, honestly, because one, I'm a fan of like the lip liner and blending it and putting a glossy lip on right now. But also it kind of goes with the whole like, you know, angsty teenager vibe that I was apparently channeling when I was a teenager. So if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know some of your favorite products that you used way back in the day, okay? I wouldn't say the products I used were my favorite products, but it's just kind of like what I purchased at the time. I mean, I'm trying to think, like I can't even remember if I knew what a Sephora was in high school. Probably not. But until next time, bye y'all.